Hey class, I apologize it didn't start at the top. Here we go. Today is our last official kind of lesson, but it's more of a review for our upcoming test on sinusoidal functions, but it's lesson 2.7, review for test. This should be a summary of all the things that we should have discovered or learned throughout this unit. So again, you need to make sure you know with any periodic function, how do you find the cycle, the period, the equation of axis? Remember, that's y equals c if you're given a formula. The amplitude is the absolute value of a. Your min and your max is related to your c and your a, and your range also depends upon your minimum and your maximum. Just remember, folks, I don't want there to be confusion about when you discuss or able to draw the base graphs. Just remember with your sine x, the first, middle, and the last are on the axis, and the first quarter is at the max and the third quarter is at the min. That's as long as a is equal to 1. Remember, those are your base functions, or base graphs, or parent graphs, whatever you like to call them. Whereas, ladies and gentlemen, the cosine is the first and the last are at the max. Okay? So again, sine x starts at the origin and cos x starts at its maximum, which is 1 for the parent or base function. All right, things we should have learned this unit is a period is 360 degrees divided by the absolute value of k. You can switch that formula and get k equals 360 degrees divided by the period. Your equation of axis, you take your min and you add your max in terms of absolute values, guys. And then you divide that by 2 to find your axis, which is y equals c. Amplitude, folks, there's 2 ways you can find it. One, if the equation's given, you know that it's the absolute value of a. But if you have a graph like in last day's word problem, we took the max and subtract the axis to get that. Or you can take the max, subtract the min, and divide by 2 to find that, okay? The starting value, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we start to draw our graphs. Remember where we box it out. Depending on what transformation we have, that's where we're going to draw our box, okay? And that's your D value. That's your horizontal or shift phase, okay? Remember, folks, that your maximum and min are dependent upon, first of all, your equation of axis, so where your symmetry axis equation is, plus or minus your amplitude. Okay, and remember, folks, domain is such that x belongs to a set of real numbers, but y is the one that's dependent upon the restrictions. So y belongs to a set of real numbers such that the minimum is less than or equal to y, less than or equal to your maximum. All right. Okay. Good. Transformations. We spent a lot of time dealing with transformations. And make sure you know what A, K, D, and C do and how to draw them, okay? Be able to explain what the transformations are in words and how the properties change, okay? I will provide you with these transformation equations, but you must know how to interpret them and how to use each of those values. And again, folks, in each case, don't forget to factor out K if you need to. When finding equations from graphs, know where to draw the box, i.e., where does the starting point occur? And it's helpful to use your amplitude, your axis, your period, and your starting point to then get to your A, K, D, and C. Once you've got your A, K, D, and C, sub it into the appropriate parent function transformation equation from up above. And lastly, our applications. Just remember, we apply all the above information into real life situations. Last class, we took a look at annual temperatures. We also started the unit off with Ferris wheels. So water wheels and Ferris wheels are usually the most common methods we use for real life situations to solve any application problems. Taking a look at your homework, folks, since your workbook does not give you a practice test, I photocopied one from the textbook. But please make note, ladies and gentlemen, that the answers are going to be posted on this website. I probably won't photocopy them. You can just check your answers here just to save some paper. So again, here's your practice test, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2 pages. There's 1 and 2. Give it a try. And again, I also see an application question here about a Ferris wheel. Great. And your answers, ladies and gentlemen, when you come to the website, just make sure you're looking under Chapter 5 practice tests. So I've highlighted the answers you should be looking for that correspond to those homework practice test questions. Okay? Have a good time with this, guys. And again, please come see me. Let's clarify any questions before you have your test because I want to have great results on your test. And have a great day.